So we're going to be lifting our legs up and over the head, bringing the hips off of the mat, and then placing the hands on the low back for support. So again, using strong abdominal muscles, lift the legs first up and over the head, and then raise the hips up. Inhaling, lift up. Hands to the low back for support. And then bend the knees so that the feet come down towards the buttocks. Now we're going to slowly walk our hands up towards the center of the back and moving the elbows as close together as possible, eventually moving the hips so that they're directly located over the shoulders. So just begin by slowly walking the hands down the back, straightening the spine as much as possible. And when you're as straight as you're going to be able to come today, then just slowly straighten the legs. Relax your feet. Take a few breaths. And then once you've been up here for a few moments, you can make another adjustment to see if you can bring yourself up a little straighter. So again, we're going to bend our knees down into our chest. And once more, try to get those elbows a little closer under our body. And walking the hands down towards the shoulder. And then once more, straightening the legs. And from this position, just close your eyes. Relax your feet. And take deep yoga breaths. As you hold this yoga pose, you could think about stretching up towards the ceiling through the balls of your feet. And know that you're reaping all the wonderful benefits. As you might feel a slight tingling sensation in the base of your throat. Know again that this is the massaging of the thyroid and the parathyroid. And we hold our shoulder stand for about half as long as we held our headstand practice. So from here, if you need to at any time, you could roll out of your pose. But before we do that, we're going to demonstrate our next asana, which is plow pose. So we do this by dropping the feet over the head towards the floor behind us. And you can do this either one leg at a time or both feet at the same time. Engaging your abdominal muscles, keeping the hips as far over the shoulders as possible. And on an exhalation, lowering the legs down over the head towards the floor behind you. You want to keep your back supported here with your hands, and your feet may or may not touch the floor. If your feet are on the floor comfortably, try to flex the feet in towards your head, straightening the legs as much as possible, and pressing the heels towards the wall behind you. If this is comfortable for you and your feet are on the floor, you could release your back, clasp your fingers together, and press your wrists into the floor. This is an intense stretch for the entire backside of the body, from the cervical vertebra in your neck all the way through your Achilles heel. Remember to always continue to breathe deep yoga breaths. Massaging the internal organs. We're going to re-support our back now by bringing our hands up to our hips, engaging the abdominal muscles once more, lifting the legs back up into our shoulder stand. And then we're going to release the posture now by bringing the legs about 45 degrees over the head, placing the hands on the mat to use as brakes as we gently roll ourselves out, one vertebra at a time, and trying to keep the head and neck flat on the mat for as long as possible. And bringing the legs all the way down and returning to relaxation pose or Shavasana for a few breaths. How was that?